Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra, GM5 Digital Voice Scotland. We're looking for check-ins this evening from all over the world, anywhere, and we'll kick off and see if there's anyone would like to check in on the DV Scotland multimode net. Please go ahead with your call sign, say it twice and phonetically please. This is Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra on the DV Scotland network.
M3 SGN, M3 SGN, Mike 3 Sierra Golf November in Leicester.
Okay, we've got one station there, Mike 3 Sierra Golf November. Very good evening to you, sir. I think this is your first check-in, so good to hear you on for the first time. My name's Andy, and this is the DV Scotland multimode net. We're on every week from 2000 UK time. So welcome to the net, and nice to hear you for the first time. M3SGN, Mike Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra.
Mike 3 Sierra Golf November returning. I saw your post on Facebook, so I thought I'd log in and have a look and see what's going on. I'm in Glasgow as of next week from the 25th. I'm in there for about 5 days for my birthday.
Yeah, okay, well, thanks for joining us. It's nice to hear new stations coming in, and it's good to know our social media presence is getting out there, and people are noticing that we're here every week, so that's excellent. And okay, and been up in Glasgow. Got a couple of repeaters near to Glasgow, Golf Bravo 7 Golf Golf and Golf Bravo 7 Delta Alpha. So I don't know if you'll be in range of any of those or not, but they're multi-mode repeaters on D-Star, DMR and System Fusion. So excellent. Okay, I'll put it back to you one more time, see if you've got anything else. And as I say, by all means, feel free to call in again. It'd be good to hear you on. M3SGN, Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra.
Mike 3 Sierra Golf November returning. Yeah, I'll be coming up on the 25th. It's my 50th birthday, so I'm going to have a week away on my own in Glasgow. I'm going through to Edinburgh on the Thursday, which is my birthday. I've not been up to Glasgow since I was 7, so it's going to be a bit of a culture shock.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Both cities are very, very busy, so especially at this time of the year. So you'll probably see lots, I'm sure. And there's various things that you can do. And certainly in Edinburgh, there's all these tour buses and all that you can go and see round about the city and stuff. So I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Okay, thanks very much for your check-in. And good to hear you on, and we'll look forward to hearing you another time. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. This is GM5 DVS. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Go ahead.
Mike 6 Charlie Mike Golf, M6 CMG. Good evening, Andy.
Okay, on the one check-in there, Mike 6 Charlie Mike Golf, GM5 DVS. Yeah, very good evening to you, Mick. Hope you're well, mate. Nice to hear you on. I was kind of organised earlier this week. I'm usually rushing at the last minute, but I was all organised earlier. I had a few things to check before I come on, so I wanted to get all that done before I come on the air. So got it all sorted up. Somebody just keyed up there. I'll get you in a minute. The station that keyed up there. Okay, Max. I wonder how you are, mate, and how's things down in Lincoln? M6CMG GM5 DVS. So
GM5 DVS M6CMG. All good here, thanks, Andy. I hope it is with you up there. Very quiet. Sun was out last time I looked, but it's a little bit cooler now than what it has been the last few days. So I don't know if we've got a cold spell coming. But everything's quiet here, mate. Just upset them on Freestar for somehow I set a loop going through Amchock Hotline. How's that for a system? But all's good, mate. Back to you from M6CMG.
M6CMG GM5 DVS. Yeah, you're some boy then, Mick. Well, good to hear you on as always. And I wonder what conditions have been like on HF. I had a little wee sneaky listen round earlier on when I come in. I was out this afternoon. I had a few jobs to do, and then when I got back in, I had a little listen, and there was a little bit of activity on 20, but it was mainly Spain that was coming in on SSB. So I might get a little bit of time tomorrow, so I might have a little listen again just to see if my antenna still actually works. There was a little bit inter-G on 40 as well, so that wasn't too bad. So I'll put it back one more time, Mick, see if you've got any good DX stories to tell us about, and we'll maybe catch up with you at the end there. M6CMG GM5 DVS on the DV Scotland multi-mode net.
M6CMG returning. Yeah, conditions have been a little bit up and down, haven't they? But today there's been quite a few M-class flares off. A good site that I used to look at to roughly give me an idea what to work is hamwaves.com. That gives you the NVIS. It hasn't really gone up above 6.8 megs today, so that's why you've probably not had much inter-G on 40 meters. What have I done this week? Well, it's all FT8 that I do, to be honest with you. But I had a cracking one earlier in the week. Waiting until 20 meters had quietened down. And there was just this one signal coming through. And spotted it, and it was the Falklands, mate. I managed to work a Falklands station on FT8, which that made my week, to be honest with you. But I'll let you carry on with the net. I'll give you 73, Andy, and I'll be monitoring for any further. M6CMG.
Yeah, fine, Mick. And okay in the Falklands. Yeah, I've worked the Falklands a few times over the years, and yeah, it can be quite a difficult one to get depending on the conditions. So that's a good one to have in the bag there, Mick. So good stuff. More power to your elbow there. Okay, thanks for the check-in. Good to hear you as always, and we'll catch up with you later. Okay, folks, this is the DV Scotland multi-mode net. You can find more information on DV Scotland, or even check out our YouTube channel at www.dvscotland.net. So we're looking for any more check-ins from anywhere. QRZ, please. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. This is GM5 DVS on the DV Scotland multi-mode net.
Echo Tango, MM0XET, Mike 0, X-Ray Echo Tango. Good evening, Andy.
Okay, one station there, MM0XET. Gary, nice to hear you on, mate. Hope you're well. And sounding nice and loud as always. Just in case I forget, Gary, I do need to have a word with you at some point, preferably on the phone or Skype or something. So I'm just saying it to you in case I forget. Then you can remind me. So I wonder how things are with you up in Dundee there, mate. M0XET, GM5 DVS.
Yeah, all good here, Andy. All good here. Last day of the holiday, so back to work tomorrow. So should I say I'm looking forward to it? No, not really. But yeah, it's been a lovely day. Been down to the Broy Ferry. Went out for lunch with a good lady and had a couple of pints. So I'm just sitting here chilling out. I'm going to take the dog out just shortly. So, but all good here. And could hear the net still on the go. Back to you from MM0XET.
Yeah, that's what holidays are all about, aren't they, mate? For a couple of pints and chilling out. That's for sure. We tested a new gateway last week, Gary, and the results were really successful. So you might notice a bit of an improvement once it goes in service. It's all ready to go. I just have to get that organised, but. It's all built and it's all tuned and sorted and ready to be commissioned. So that was quite a positive. It came out of the testing last week. The first time we tried it, it didn't work, but there was a schoolboy error that was overlooked. And once we got that organised, it all burst into life and was working pretty good, I would say, pretty good. So hopefully you'll not have to work too hard tomorrow. There's nothing worse when you've been on holiday and then you go back to work and you, oh no. I hope it's not a busy day today. Put back to Gary one more time, see if you've got anything else, and then we'll crack on and see if we can get one or two more on the log before I pass it across to Gordon. MM0XET, GM5 DVS.
Returning, yeah. Well, hopefully, I don't think there's any meetings on, so I can maybe crack through some emails. What it's like when you first go back. But the club is back tomorrow, so we're up at Miniki for the first time since last August, I think. So hopefully that should be good fun. And myself and Martin are also going down to Blackpool this weekend for the rally. So we'll be trying to move some stuff on and seeing if there's any good bargains to be had as well. So, but yeah, so that's the plan for this week. But anyway, I'll let you crack on. I know it's early on the net, so I'll let you crack on and get a few more on the log. So it's good to hear you on GM5 DVS MM0XET. Listening for your final.
Yeah, fine, Gary. Yeah, that's always a good thing if you could sit down and catch up with the mail first thing in the morning, and you'll not have to mess around with it in the afternoon, eh? Well, good luck with all that. Okay, mate, catch you later. Thanks for the check-in. Nice to hear you on, and we'll catch up for a wee blather at some point soon. Just a few wee points to cover with you. So that's that. Cheers them out. Catch you later. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. This is GM5 DVS, Golf Mexico 5 Delta, Victor Sierra, on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Go ahead.
Golf 7, Romeo, Uniform, Papa. Germany 7, Radio United, Papa there, Andy.
Well, we better be on our best behaviour now. G7RUP. Very good evening to you, sir, and I hope you're well. It's sounding good this evening. Nice, clean, clear audio from you. G7RUP, GM5DVS.
Yeah, very good evening, Andy. I trust you well, mate. Coming to you this evening via the very, very rare MB7 ILO on 6 metres. It's not very often this one gets an airing, I can tell you. And using a quality radio, full RF this evening, quality Icon 705. Unfortunately, I missed how Mick had upset my my cohorts. I don't think I'll be in good books anyway, but there we go. That's another story. That's for later. And nice to hear you as always, mate, and I trust you well. Busy all day today, actually. I've actually spent a day at home. I am on call, but yeah, I got loads done. And it actually does make a change. Back to you, Andy. GM5 DVS, G7 IUP.
Yeah, fine, John. No, you're actually sounding very good. Your audio is absolutely excellent. It sounds really, really good. People tell me the same when I come on the 9700s. Oh, your audio is really, really good. I said, well, I would hope so for the price. so yeah. But no, your 6 metre box is sounding really excellent. So that's good. Yeah. So we need to catch up with Mick later. Find out what trouble he's been causing. What trouble he's been causing. He's an awful man. He's an awful man, so he is. I mean, we could smack the kids for the things that Mick does. I'm only kidding, Mick. So yeah, it's all good and fine on having a day off as well. That doesn't do any of us any harm to get a wee bit of time off, does it? And especially if you've got loads done, John, that kind of makes all the difference, doesn't it? When you have a day off and it's wasted, and you've had something silly to do that you don't sort of really enjoy it. So hopefully you won't get called out at this time of night, or I'm sure you won't be very happy. G7RUP, GM5 DVS. Go ahead, John.
GM5 DVS, G7IUP. Yeah, thanks for the compliments on the audio. It's not very often I use the 705 on FM, to be fair. Not very often at all. It sort of does other things. But yeah, well, I'll have to be around to mix and give him a stern talking to. Hey, Chai. But yeah, I thought we'd have a play this evening. And yeah, it actually makes a change. I've sort of pottered around for once and actually got things done, which normally I run around like a headless chicken. So normally I run around like a headless chicken and don't get anything done. But you know what I mean. But it's never too late for the phone to ring. That's the joys of this job, Andy. Anyway, I'll put it back to you, mate, and see if you've got any more for the net this evening. GM5 DVS, G7 IUP.
Yeah, fine, John. G7RUP, GM5 DVS. Yeah, okay. And I will hopefully it won't ring. Or at least you'll be hoping it won't ring. especially when you've been off all day and then you get a phone call at 9 o'clock at night. Oh, goodness me, that's never a good thing to happen. I'm not coming in by my usual method tonight actually, because my UHF port is actually down. So because I wanted to go out on 2 meters, I'm having to use IEX. But Gordon said the audio was a little bit loud, but I've kind of knocked it back a bit, so hopefully I'm sounding okay, John. Maybe you can just tell me that before I crack on, if the audio does sound okay, John. But good to hear you on, mate. I'll maybe catch up with you after if you're still around. G7RUP. Just back to you one more time, mate. See how my audio is sounding. GM5 DVS.
Yeah, okay, Andy. Well, when I first dropped on Hamshack Hotline, and you were just distorting a little bit. You could possibly even knock it down just a fraction more, but not too much. The clarity's there, and it's good and loud. I would say it's not far off clipping, not far off, but there's certainly no problems, mate. But we'll catch up with you a bit later. G7RUP.
Yeah, Wayne, get the reins on Mick and make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. Catch you later, John. Thanks for the check-in, buddy. Nice to hear you as always. Okay, this is the DV Scotland Monday Multi-Mode Net. I wonder if there's any more check-ins from anywhere. We're looking for check-ins this evening from anywhere all over the world. This is GM5 DVS. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Go ahead. GM5 DVS listening.
Chewy 1 CEQ, 2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec, 2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec, Mark in Bournemouth, over.
Two Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec. Very good evening, Mark, and welcome to the net. I think you're our first check-in as well, so good to hear you on, and I'd be interested to know how you're accessing the system this evening. This net's on every week, Mark, just for your information. We're on from 2000 to 21:30 UK time every Monday, and you'll be very welcome to check in. 2E1 CEQ from Golf Mike 5 Delta Victor Sierra. Go ahead. Okay, we'll just try that again. 2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec, 2E1 CEQ, GM5 DVS. Go ahead. Okay, we'll just try one more time and then we'll put a wee asterisk and we can maybe try and give Mark a call in a little while. 2 Echo 1 Charlie Echo Quebec, 2E1 CEQ, GM5 DVS. Over.
MM3XGP to GM5 DVS. I think Mark was coming in via Hamshack Hotline. I did speak to him during the week, and he was having difficulty setting up his phone. Maybe what happened is because he's on DV Scotland or any other one, he may be getting the dreaded text messages popping up on his screen, which would mean that he wouldn't be able to retransmit there, Andy. MM3XGP.
Yeah, fine, Gordon. Well, we could always try and catch a hold of Mark, and one of us can help him to sort his phone out. We're happy to do that. If you are listening, Mark, if you can contact us via Facebook or email or or via any of the methods on our website, we'll be happy to help you fix your phone if that's what's needed. Thanks, Gordon. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. This is a net that's on every week. There's no real topic with it. It's just to have a rag chew. So I wonder if there's anybody like to check in this evening. This is GM5 DVS Golf Mike 5 Digital Voice Scotland. We're looking for check-ins from anywhere. QRZ, please. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please.
Mike 6, Papa Mike Quebec, MM6 PMQ.
There's a stranger. MM6 PMQ, GM5 DVS. Good to hear you on, Andy. Excellent, mate. And wonder how you're getting on. As I say, when I saw you on Facebook earlier on, I thought, my goodness, there's a man I've never heard for a while. So that's why I sent you a PM, just to see how you were all getting on. MM6 PMQ, GM5 DVS.
GM5 DVS, fine on that, Andy. Good to hear you as well, as always. And also Gordon there, I heard just before I called in. Evening there, hope you are all well. Not going on too much, Andy. As I think I said to you on the messages, I'm up at Genie. I've not got any antennas up here, so certainly nothing for VHF, UHF anyway. So using EchoLink at the moment. I hope I'm sounding okay, but you're sounding fine here, very loud through the phone. But I hope everything's fine your way, Andy. Good to catch up with you again. It's been a wee while there.
Yeah, fine, Andy. Yeah, we'll get a catch up one night, mate. Absolutely, we can do that. And okay, I'm not having any antennas up, or you don't want to upset the good lady. That could be the road for disaster, I guess. I think mine just gave up with me though, mate. To be honest, she's been so used to things just appearing on poles and beams going up here, there, and everywhere. And she just gives up. She just keeps saying, as long as they're safe, I'm not going to say nothing. So if it doesn't look safe, I'll get a telling off. But if they look okay when they're in the sky, she generally doesn't bother. Aye, we're all good now, Andy. We had a wee blip at the start of March there. We all got COVID. We all got COVID apart from my son, but my young daughter, she brought it home for the school. Well, she's getting the blame anyway. But we weren't too bad. I had about 3 or 4 days. I wasn't feeling very great, but other than that, it was fine, you know. So I was just saying, you know, we managed to escape it for so long, and then boom, as soon as they're starting to let everybody back out and stop wearing masks, and we managed to catch it. But anyway, hopefully that's built us up for a little while, so we'll maybe be able to escape it for the summer at least, Andy. Put back to you, mate, one more time, see if you've got anything else, and then we'll catch up a wee bit later on. MM6 PMQ. I nearly said GM6, I was giving you an upgrade there, mate. GM5 DVS.
Okay, Andy. I think I remember you mentioned that you'd had COVID, and I thought it was a few weeks ago. Poor Jean and I I'm a bad man flu, to be honest with you. There was a few days, that was a bit of a struggle, but thankfully, touch wood, we're over it now. But numbers are as high as ever again, so. But fine on that, I won't hold it, Andy. Nice to hear you. I'll sit by and listen. But nice to hear you again there, Andy, and we'll definitely get a catch up soon. GM5 DVS MM6 PMQ.
Yeah, cheers, Andy, and we'll catch you later, mate. Thanks for checking in there. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. you can find more information about DV Scotland if you so wish at www.dvscotland.net. You can also have a wee sneak preview of our YouTube channel on the same page. There's a direct link to our YouTube channel on the DV Scotland website. So when there was any more check-ins, say your call sign twice and phonetics. This is GM5 DVS Golf Mexico 5 Digital Voice Scotland. QRZ.
Mike 0 Delta Romeo Alpha MM0 DRA calling you.
Now I really am going to have to be on my best behaviour, folks, because this is the Godfather. Come on, so we need to watch what we're saying. Very good evening to you, Ali. Mike 0 Delta Romeo Alpha, and excellent to hear you on as usual. Wonder how you are this evening. MM0 DRA GM5 DVS.
MM0 DRA returning. Not too bad. Still having wee hiccups with the remnants of COVID, but other than that, okay. Just getting on it a little bit tired, I think, more than anything. 1 or 2 aches and pains, but other than that, fine. I've been doing a couple of things outside today, and doing a bit of shopping as well when I think about it. Other than that, hopefully I'm going to try a bit of golf tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. That's if I feel like doing it by the time I get up in the morning. But that's other than that, everything's fine. And we'll just swing it back to you, Andy. Well, you've got a few guys coming in, that's good. So anyway, link to you, Andy, GM5 DVS from MM0 DRA.
Yeah, fine, Ali. MM0 DRA, GM5 DVS. It can take a wee while till you start to feel a wee bit better. It seems to affect everybody different, you know. I know certainly for about a week after I had it, I had little issues going on as well, and tiredness was one of them. That was one of the things. I mean, I was going to my bed at like 9:30 and 10 o'clock at night, and that's just not like me, as you know. I'm a late guy, you know. I'm always sitting up and, you know, 1, 2 in the morning doing stuff when it's all quiet. But I just wasn't able to do that for about a week and a half after I'd had COVID. So I can understand why you're saying. You know, it's just it seems to affect everybody different. So we'll just maybe come next week you'll start to feel a wee bit on the better side there, Ali. It's been no bad day here today, but it's starting to get a bit cooler now. I was outside earlier on there, and it's starting to get a little bit cooler. So just have to see how it goes. But hopefully the weather's starting to kind of brighten up a wee bit now, Ali, and we'll be able to get outside and get some stuff done. That's for sure. I've got a few wee antenna jobs I'm wanting to get done this summer. Just a couple of wee changes I'm wanting, just small changes, nothing big, you know, but a couple of wee things I'm wanting to try and improve on. So I'm hoping I'm going to get some half decent weather today, that sort of stuff, you know. Hey, I'll put it back one more time. Never heard from your buddy doing the road yet, so I don't know if he's still sleeping or no, but it'll maybe appear before the end of the night. Gary's been in, so it's good to hear Gary on, and we've had a couple of new check-ins as well, so that's also good. So it makes all the difference, makes it all worthwhile, Ali. MM0 DRA, I'll just put it back one more time, mate, see if you've got anything else. GM5 DV.
Testing.
0DRA returning. Yeah, no, there's nothing else to report. I don't think. I stuck a couple of wire antennas, replaced the cable on my inverted L, and I stuck got a line of Wyndham again, and it's tuning up quite well as well. So that's something else to try on rather than my other stuff. So it's fine. Always confused. Some other different activations. So there we go. Anyway, not hold it, Andy. I'm sure you'll have a few go before Gordon comes in there. So I'll make this a final, and I'll be listening. GM5 DVS from MM0 DRA. Somebody please.
Yeah, cheers, Ali. And it's not an antenna I had an awful lot of luck with. It was a Carolina Wyndham. I tried one many years ago, and I never had a lot of luck with it at all. But I know a lot of folk that use them, and they have really good results. But I wasn't one of them. But maybe didn't get it long enough. Maybe that's what my problem was. I run out of patience with things. If they do work, they usually just get pulled back down again, and I try someone else. So, okay, Doc, I'll catch you later. And thanks very much for the shout out. Nice to hear you on as always. I'll be on my best behaviour now that I can get here, Ali. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. It says GM5 DVS Golf Mexico 5 Delta Victor Sierra. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. We're looking for check-ins from anywhere. GM5 DVS QRZ.
GM4AUP Golf Mike 4 Alpha Uniform Papa.
Gonna really have to go and my very best behaviour. Very good evening to you, Ian. Nice to hear you on. And I wonder how you are this evening. It's been not a bad day, as I was saying to Ali here, but starting to get a bit cooler now. So, but it's just getting to that stage now where we can maybe just sneak out into the garden in the afternoon. I don't know. Back to you, Ian. GM4AUP GM5 DVS.
GM5 DVS, GM4AUP. Yeah, good evening, Andy, and to you, Ali. Just heard you there. I came up to the shack. I'm not going to be here very long. I just wanted to call in and say hello. Yeah, it's beginning to warm up. It was cool earlier on today, but a bit better in the afternoon. We've just taken delivery of a lot of new garden furniture, so we want decent weather during the summer, so I can sit outside at 9 o'clock at night with a beer in my hand and just relax. But there we go. Other than that, not done much. Sitting in the shack at the moment, and I need to sort my micro hub out, but I haven't done that yet. But there we go. Anyway, wonder how things are with you. GM5 DVS, GM4AUP.
Yeah, fine, Ian. And okay, I'm sitting outside in the garden. Yeah, there's nothing better. If it's a nice night and you could sit outside with a beer and just chill out, as they say, or chillax, as the young ones say. So yeah, it makes all the difference. Yeah, all good here. Kids went back to school today. That was a big whoop whoop from everybody all round. So I had to go to the dentist today as well, but that was nothing serious, so that was all right. So I don't have any problems with that either, so that was all good. So it's been a fairly what I would term as a straightforward day, which makes all the difference, Ian. I sent you some information on these that equipment. There could be an unlimited supply of that, so we'll maybe to see what if we need anything. if you know what I mean. But we can have a little chat about that. I've got a couple of ideas about a few things, but we can see how that goes, Ian. Okay, mate, I'll put it back to you one more time, and I'll let you sneak away for another beer, or maybe you've not even had one yet, but I'm sure it's going to be past happy hour by this time. GM4AUP, GM5DVS.
GM4AUP. Yeah, okie doke. I'm surprised the kids were back at school. It's Easter Monday. It's a well-known bank holiday in the rest of the world, but there we go. Okay, well, yeah. I'll not hold it too long. I'll leave to it. As I said, I just wanted to come up and say hello, and I'll be heading back downstairs again now that I've done that. So good to hear, and we'll talk during the week. GM5DVS, GM4AUP.
All I could say to that, Ian, is I'm glad it wasn't I'm glad they were back to school, and Fife Council didn't say that they could have another holiday. So yeah, even our postal service never was running here today, because I'd shipped a parcel on Saturday. I took it to the post office, and I looked at the tracking earlier on, and I saw it shipped at the back of 5 tonight. So something's been on the move here anyway, and most places appeared to be open. The doctor's was closed, but the dentist was open, so that was all good. Okay, thanks for the check-in. Good to hear you as always, and we'll catch up through the week, I'm sure. Okay, I wonder if there's any more check-ins on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. We're on every week from 2000 to 21:30 UK time. And you can find more information about DV Scotland, if you so wish, at www.dvscotland.net, and you can also check out our YouTube channel from there also. So is there any more check-ins from anywhere? This is Golf Mike 5, Digital Voice Scotland. Say your call sign twice, and phonetically please. QRZ.
November 4, Uniform Papa Charlie. November 4, Uniform Papa Charlie. Can a Yank check into this net, gentlemen?
November 4, Uniform Papa Charlie. Just checking to see. Yeah, I've got that right. November 4, Uniform Papa Charlie. Yes, of course, you're very welcome. We welcome everybody into this net from all over the world, so you're more than welcome to check in. You can even tell your friends if you so wish, and it's good to hear you on. I do believe you're a first-time check-in, so nice to hear you on. I'd be interested to know how you're accessing the system as well, if you don't mind telling me that. I'm always curious to know how people are coming in. We've got a few different methods of connection here. This is the DV Scotland multi-mode net, and we're on here every week from 2000 to 21:30 UK time. November 4 UPC, Golf Mike 5, Digital Voice Scotland. Go ahead, sir.
GM5 DVS, N4 UPC. Good evening, gentlemen. I am coming in via your Allstar link or hub 53937, and I've listened to your net several times via the Freestar network, and of course today they're running some special event thing, so I just thought I would pop over and say hello. I hope you fine gentlemen are having a great evening, and that's it for me. Take care. Stay safe. 7-3. N4 UPC, back to net control.
Okay, and for UPC, GM5 DVS. Oh, well, thanks very much for popping across and checking in. Very nice that you do that, and please feel free to check in again. You'll be very, very welcome. As I say, we welcome everybody to come in from all over the world. We don't leave anyone out, so it doesn't matter where you are. You can check into this net. So good to hear you on, and thanks very much for your check-in. Okay, I'm going to take one more check-in, I think, and then I'm going to hand over to Gordon, who'll be taking the rest of the net using his own call sign, Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa. And we'll just take one more check-in, and then I'm going to hand over to Gordon. So, one more check-in, guys. This is GM5 DVS Golf Mexico 5 Delta Victor Sierra on the DV Scotland multi-mode net. Say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Go ahead.
Mike India 0 Alpha Zulu MI0AAZ calling. Good evening, Andy. I've just jumped in there at the last minute before you hand it over to Gordon. So as we say over here, what's the crack this evening? One comment I must make of John down in England still listening. He's probably waiting for the phone to ring so he can sneak out to McDonald's again as he did last week. Back to you, Andy, from MI0AAZ.
Yeah, you're right, John, and very good evening to you. Mike India 0AAZ GM5 DVS. Yeah, good to hear you on, John, as always, and I was getting a wee chuckle there when you're saying about John nipping to Mickey D's, as we call it up here. So that's what's the crack? Nah, the crack's not much at all. Really, mother. A good few check-ins, which I'm quite pleased about. It's not been as quiet as I thought it was going to be, John. I think I said to you earlier when we were chatting on Telegram that I thought it was going to be quite quiet, but it's been busier than I thought. So we'll see by the time we come to the end of the net how many check-ins we've actually had. That'll be quite interesting to actually see that. But you're sounding good as always, John. Nice, clean, clear transmission from you. MI0AAZ GM5 DVS.
Right, okay, Andy, and good evening to everybody else listening. Just looking out the window here, there's a lovely sunset over here. The sky's more or less clear, apart from the odd cloud about. I would say we'll be in for some frost after dark. Like it's not warmed up enough yet. All the usual tourists will be up in Portrush and Port Stewart and wherever else on their holidays. I've been watching the local traffic watch online here on Facebook, and like you can't get near any of the ports here at all for the tourists up. So anyway, long may it last. Keep spending their money. So I know you have to hand it over to Gordon. Your time is up. Gordon will be sitting there, as we say, champing at the bit, ready to get going. So we can use some good expressions here and confuse a lot of folk, because as you know, us Northern Ireland folk and you Scots are quite well related, and we can talk each other's lingo. Back to you, and I'll have a listen and see who Gordon can stir up. But you've definitely stirred up a few folk this evening. But we'll have to say it, Gordon, the size of the net does make a difference. I think every time it popped up on Facebook with me, I said it would be going. So he's probably noticed that. I've been doing that. So anyway, back it goes. I'll let you go and get the feet up. GM5 DVS, or what will we call you now? DVS will do you now. I can't even remember your own call sign. And you talk about these old fellas and or amateurs that have been around a long time. I'm an old fella in this hobby now. I was first licensed back in 1981. Oh, I'm an old chap now. I should be on some of the HF bands on 80 metres, talking about the bodily functions and that, as some older hands do on there. Oh, I'll go to hell for that. Back to you from M0AAZ. Good evening.
You made me laugh, John. Yeah, 1981. Yeah, that's a long time ago. So you must have a GI call sign lurking around in the background somewhere as well. Then, but yeah, I was a little bit later than that. I think I was 1998. So I've still been around for a little while as well. But yeah, it's yeah, it's amazing how the years click by, isn't it? That's for sure. But yeah, you'll need to get on 80 metres and you'll have to get a pair of slippers on and your cardigan and have a pipe hanging out the side of your mouth and be able to talk about rhubarb. Did I say that? Okay. Right. Okay, John. Nice to hear you, pal. And we'll catch up later about everything else. And thanks very much for your check-in. Okay, folks, that's it from me. I'm running over my time. I'll be getting into trouble. I'm going to pass over to Gordon, who will be using the call sign Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa, and he'll take you through to 9:30ish, or maybe even longer, depending on how many check-ins there is. So thanks to all who checked in. We couldn't do it without you, and I'll be on next week at the same time, 2000 to 21:30. And just if anybody wants to know, the DV Scotland website, www.dvscotland.net, and you can check out our YouTube channel from there as well. Okay, Gordon, over to you, my pal. Nice to hear you also, and we'll catch up later. MM3XGP, GM5 DVS now closing, and QRT.
Okay, many thanks to Andy there for the first part of the net. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa, and for the remainder of the net, I'll be using that call sign. So, without further ado, let's see if we can get some more check-ins into the log. My name is Gordon, and my current location is Preston Pans on the east coast of Scotland. So, let's see if we've got some more check-ins. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa for the DV Scotland Monday night net. Looking for check-ins. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Go ahead now. QRZ, this is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa, MM3XGP with the DV Scotland Monday night net. Looking for check-ins, please. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now, please.
Mike 6 Charlie Mike Golf, M6 CMG for a recheck.
Yeah, very good evening, Mick. Trust you're well.
M6 CMG return. Don't know if you cut off there or whether you passed to me. Yeah, just a recheck. I didn't want you to think that you was all on your own and everyone had disappeared upon Andy leaving. So I hope you're well, mate. I really do. And I'll catch you soon. MM3XGP, M6 CMG.
Yeah, operator error there, Mick. I moved the mouse to go and put you into the logbook and didn't realise that I'd unkeyed the microphone. Oh, well. Even I make mistakes. And yeah, doing okay, mate. Doing okay. Nothing really to report. Just enjoying the nice weather. It's been really nice up here. And looking forward to the rest of the week and get some tasks done. And we'll see what happens. Okay, Mick. Cheers for your recheck, mate. Very much appreciated. And I know it's a busy day elsewhere on the bands and such like with other things happening. So it's good to get the support people checking into this net and keeping it going. Cheers, mate, and we'll hopefully speak to you later. MM3XGP.
M6 CMG. Yeah, I'll catch you after the net if you're going to be hanging around. So I'll catch you later, mate. M6 CMG.
Yeah, it should be here, Nick. Not going anywhere. Okay, cheers for now, and we'll speak to you later. Okay, folks, this is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. We're looking for check-ins from anywhere in the world. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now.
MM7 MCA. Mike 7 Mike Charlie Alpha. Mike 7 Mike Charlie Alpha.
Mike 7 Mike Charlie Alpha. God, that's is that a rare DX? Very good evening. Trust you're well. Long time no hear. And I wonder how the mop's doing. Are you like Trigger in Only Fools and Horses? Have you had the same mop for all these years, but just changed the head and the shaft there? Go ahead.
Roger on that one, Gordon. Just changed the head a few times. They're well worn out by now, mate. Good one. Yeah, happy to hear you're sounding in good fettle there, Gordon. As you're wanting check-ins for all over the world, I thought I'd pop in and I'm only a couple of miles from you, so that's probably got to be your furthest one tonight. No, I'm doing fine, mate. Glad to hear you're doing well, and I hope the family are well down there as well. Been a nice day. Obviously, you might have been catching some rays yourself. So I come in and I thought, well, I got your new message earlier on in the week, so I thought I better pop on and show some support and get the brillo pad on some of these radios because they're getting a wee bit rusty, mate. So anyway, back to yourself from Mike 7 Mike Charlie Alpha to MM3 XGP.
Yeah, fine business there, Andy, and yeah, I'm doing okay, mate. I'm doing okay. Obviously, you know the ins and outs. Just have to keep an eye on the lifestyle and everything. It's the East Coast weather, that's what it is. But no, I'm doing okay. And Dave the dog's doing fine as well, and so is Yoda. So all good here, mate. And yeah, many thanks for popping in tonight. I know you're extremely busy with helping out the family and such like, and doing other things. And yeah, we need to get up and see this new fish tank of yours and what you've been up to. Okay, mate, I'll put it out to yourself for any finals. But yeah, very much appreciated in you checking in this evening and giving us your support. From MM3XGP.
Mike 7 Mike Charlie Alpha receiving. Yeah, Gordon, just remember to bring your scuba gear up when you're coming in to see the fish tank, mate. I'm sure you might need it. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Gordon, and the East Coast, the sea air should really help you. Just stay away from the chips and the pizzas. Anyway, I'll let you crack on, mate. Good job there tonight, and obviously I just missed Andy, so I might catch up next week. Just depends on how time goes for me. But you take care, mate. This is Mike 7 Mike Charlie Alpha. Back to yourself at Net Control, MMC XGP. Take care, Gordon.
Yeah, 73 there, Andy, and All the best. And yeah, we're on at this new time. We're on at 8 o'clock every Monday night now until for the foreseeable future. And if you miss the net, you can always catch it. There's a rerun of the net on the YouTube channel, which is available via the website at www.dvscotland.net, and obviously via the Facebook page as well. Okay, mate, you stay safe, and we'll speak to you soon. And regards to the good lady and the dogs and the rest of the wildlife in Wallingford. Cheers, mate. Catch you later. Okay, folks, this is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa, MM3 XGP with the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. Looking for some more check-ins, please. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now. QRZ, this is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. Please go ahead with your call sign, say it twice and phonetically. Go ahead now, please.
Golf 7, Romeo, uniform, Papa, recheck for you, Gordon.
Yeah, G7 RUP. Very good evening, John. Trust you well. And I did hear you checking in earlier with Andy. So many thanks for your recheck. It's very much appreciated. And round to you there, John, from MM3XGP.
G7 RUP. Yeah, no problem, Gordon. Yeah, all's good, mate. Just struggling, so I thought I'll give you a quick call. And I've just asked Mick if I should actually talk to you this week. Hey, Charlie. Anyway, I trust you well, mate. All's good this way, and we'll probably catch up with you a little bit later after the net. G7 RUP.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about Mick's exploits. He's an awful man, but you know what? He's not used to FTA. He's no used to communicating properly on the radio. There, John. Catch you later, mate. And yeah, should be around after the net if anyone wants to have a natter and a chin wag. That'd be appreciated. Cheers for now, mate, and we'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, we'll catch you in a bit, Gordon. 7-3 for now. G7 RUP.
Okay, let's try something a wee bit different. Let's see if any of the people on the instant messenger, on the net logger, wish to check in. So we'll go at the top of the list. KI7PKL. I wonder if you wish to check in there, sir. Go ahead. Nothing heard. Okay, we'll move down the list. MM7 Golf India Romeo. I wonder if you wish to check in. Mike 7 Golf India Romeo. Would you like to check into the DV Scotland Monday night net to see on the instant messenger on NetLogger and just wondering if you want to check in. Go ahead now. Okay, that didn't work. Oh well, back to the drawing board. Okay, this is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland multi-mode net. We're across various nets and we're looking for check-ins from all around the world. No matter where you are, this is not just primarily a Scottish net. We take in check-ins from any part of the world. So if you want to check in, please do so now with your call sign. Say it twice and phonetically. Go ahead now, please.
Mike 0 Delta Romeo Alpha MM0 DRA. I wonder how you're getting on, Gordon, from MM0 DRA.
I haven't really been paying too much attention anyway. It seems like it's hit a wee quiet lull, so anyway, I'm in the log hopefully, MM0TMG. Wonder how you are.
Okay, MM0DRA, got you there, Ali, and also got you there as well there, Kev. And many thanks for popping in. Okay, we'll fire up to Ali first and see what's happening in Ali's world. I did hear you briefly with Andy here, Ali, so I trust you're doing okay and hopefully get over this COVID and the weather's going to be on your side to get out and get a few rounds of golf there. I still say it's a waste of a good walk, but then should I really be saying that after taking a heart attack? Maybe I should take up golf. Round to you, Ali. MM3XGP GM0DRA. I've got it round the wrong way, but you know what I mean.
MM0DRA returning. Well, I've experienced what you've went through, so it didn't do me any harm. It still doesn't. It's a bit good for you. You don't have to do a lot of it. Just do what you can. But I get round the full thing. At the moment, it's all fine, so just take advantage while it's there. But other than that, it's fine. I'm still having wee symptoms with the COVID as well, but mostly tiredness, but other than that, it's fine. I think maybe you heard I said I'd been putting up a couple of antennas, replacing one and sticking another one back up again, Carolina Wyndham. It's working fine, yeah. No complaints, 8810, working well. So, it's always something different to try out, you know, as well. Keeps you going. Keeps you in the sunshine as well, Gordon. But, anyway, and that'll hold it. We'll let DMG come in and give them your news, and we'll hear from you again. Thanks very much for doing the net, Gordon, and all the very best. MM3XGP from MM0DRA. 73 Gordon, all the best.
Yeah, 73 Ali, and very much appreciated you doing a recheck as well from my half. Okay, Ali, you take care, mate, and we'll speak to you either after the net or via the usual means there, and we'll catch up with you later. Okay, let's throw it round to the big radio station there in Dundee, MM0TMG. Round to you, Kev. I wonder how you're doing, mate, and trust you well. From MM3XGP with the DV Scotland multi-mode net.
MM0TMG return on. I'll check I've got it. Seems I have. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Gordon. I've not done a lot of the day. I was hanging up, washing up there during the net, so I was out and in different rooms and stuff, but somebody's got to do it. I heard a wee quiet lull when you were shouting, so I thought I'd better give you a wee hand. So I've done that. I'm in the log, and I've nothing much else to report, though, I'm afraid, mate. Nothing much else to report. Back to you, Gordon, from MM0TMG. Go ahead.
Yeah, fine, Kev. MM3XGP returning. Yeah, well, you know what? Even if someone just checks in and says hiya, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? It just brings that wee bit activity in, and it is appreciated. Because let's face it, the better weather's here now, and people are doing other things. They're maybe out pottering about in the garden. The earlier time may be an issue. Obviously, there's a huge event taking place elsewhere, and such like. So, you know what? It is what it is. We still plod on regardless, and that's what matters. We're still here for our audience and our regulars. So that's the main thing. There, Kev. Okay, mate. You stay safe, and regards to the Hoover and the cats, and we'll catch up with you later if you're about. Probably be a wee chit chat after the net on the DV Scotland network. And I didn't need to tell you all about the website and all that. Because you're one of the team. Cheers, mate, and we'll catch you later. MM3XGP.
Aye, no problem. Good job with the net, and aye, it's all good. I'll better go and shut some. I've left some blinds up, and I think in the living room. I suppose I better go and shut them now, as it'll be. I suppose it's getting dark, so I suppose I better go and shut the blinds and that now. But anyway, catch you later, Gordon, and we'll say 7-3 for now and let you crack on. MM0TMG clear.
Yeah, catch you later, Kev. And yeah, you need to get your daughter to take you to IKEA. Get the remote blinds that work with your Google and your Alexa. You just tell them to shut, and that's it. You can set up all things. Fantastic, best thing ever. A wee bit expensive, a couple £100, but well worth the money. Cheers, mate. Catch you later. And cheers for popping in. Very much appreciated.
All right, mate. Crack on.
Okay, folks. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland multi-mode net. We're looking for more check-ins across the world. Anywhere across the world, you're more than welcome to check in. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically, please. Go ahead now.
2E0 Hotel Victor Hotel 2 Echo 0 Hotel Victor Hotel Operator Colin, location Sheffield.
2E0 Hotel Victor Hotel, I think I've got that correct. Very good evening, sir. I don't think we've had you before on the net, so many thanks for picking us tonight. And I wonder if you can maybe tell us how you're coming into the system there. From MM3XGP. The person on this end is Gordon, and the current location is Preston Pans, which is 13 miles south of the capital city, Edinburgh. Go ahead, sir. From MM3XGP.
M3XGP, Mike 3, X-Ray Golf Papa. Good evening, Gordon, and the rest of the group. Yeah, my name's Colin. I'm located 11 miles to the northwest of Sheffield, and I'm transmitting on the Yaesu FD991A through a repeater which is 30 miles to the north of me in Otley, near Leeds, and I'm using the Wires X network, and the radio says DV Scotland on it, on the display. So back to you, MM3XGP from south of the border.
Yeah, 2E0HVH, MM3XGP on behalf of DV Scotland Multimode Net. And yeah, fine business on the Wires X there, Colin. Absolutely sounding fantastic coming into the system. Lovely clear audio. And yeah, it's obviously a credit to yourself. And it's good to hear different people coming in via different means. We do have loads of different ways of coming into the DV Scotland network. Far too many for me to mention. But if you ever look at our website at www.dvscotland.net, that will show you all the different ways and forms of getting into our system and such like. And I take it you seen it via social media then. I think I did see your name pop up somewhere on social media, so maybe that's how I've managed to hook you in there, Colin. Go ahead.
Mike 3XGP 2E0HVH returning. Yes, I do use the Facebook media. There's a lot of radio clubs in this area of Yorkshire that do use Facebook. It's quite a useful tool to get messages across. We've been discussing some repeaters that have been taken down for maintenance, and it's a good way of communicating that across rather than you keying your microphone up and just getting no response. So that's it. Yes, I do use social media, and I do use the QRZ website for my call sign. Pretty new to this though, Gordon, but I'm learning fast. Yes, I'm on the motorway now, the amateur radio motorway. Yeah, there's no turning back now, no U-turns, and you've got to keep at speed. You can't travel slow. Yeah, I don't know what else I've got to tell you so far. I do speak to people on the other side of the Pennines over in Lancashire in the morning on the net on the Wires X. Met some good friends on there already. So yes, but the only thing that confused me, Gordon, was the start time. It seemed to contradict itself. It was either 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. But I do understand that the UTC and the BST get mixed up. So I've listened. I'm in now. So I've made the trip. So back to you, Mike 3 XGP.
Yeah, Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa returning to 2E0HVH. Yeah, fine, Colin. Yeah, this is the issue, obviously. When you post it on some some groups it reverts to UTC as well. So if you put that in, it sort of confuses people. Maybe that's a thing that I'll need to have a look at on the social media. But it's 8 p.m. to 9:30 UK time. I still work in old feet and inches. I'm not a metric person. If it's 8 o'clock on my clock, that's what time we start. I can't be bothered with all this UTC and various other things and GMT and such like. It just confuses people. We should just all have one time, and that's it. We all go to our bed at the same time. And fine on being on the amateur radio motorway. Never heard it being referred to like that. But check out our website and obviously our Facebook page as well. And you'll see the YouTube channel. There's a lot of how-to videos on different ways of how to connect and such like, which is quite handy for you people coming into not just the hobby but into digital modes and various different modes. It seems to always be the stumbling block. There never seems to be that much information out there for people on how to connect to a particular net there, Colin. Okay, mate, I won't hold it. I'll see if I can get a few more in the log, but very much appreciate the thought of you checking in this evening. Don't be a stranger. We're here every week from 8 p.m. to 9:30, and pass the word around. Tell your mates. We're here every Monday night. Cheers and out, Colin.
Somebody else then, Gordon.
Yep, 73, Colin. All the best, mate, and regards to everyone down there in Sheffield. And we'll speak to you soon. And many thanks for checking in this evening. Okay, folks, time's getting on. Let's see if we can get some more check-ins. Let's see if we can go for an all-time record. Let's see if we can get more than 20 check-ins. We're currently sitting at 18 at the moment. Let's see if we can get some more. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. Looking for more check-ins around the world, around the globe, wherever you may be. Check in now. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now.
M0 VOB, I'll make it a quick one there, Gordon. M0 Victor Uniform 1 Bravo.
M0 VUB. Very good evening, Shane. Trust you're well. And nice to hear you. And I wonder what's happening in Shane's land. From MM3XGP on behalf of DV Scotland Multi-Mode Net.
Yeah, MM3XGP, M0 VOB. Yeah, okay, Gordon. Yeah, I've been sunning it up in the nice sunshine. I've been digging big holes for a pond. I've been conifers. I've been tidying gardens. I've been setting up and putting away big bouncy castles, all sorts of stuff this weekend. I had no time for radio whatsoever. But yeah, I've been told it's been pretty busy over the weekend. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd just check in, say hi, and whatnot. So there you go. So hopefully everything's good with you and the rest of TV Scotland there, Gordon. I'm coming in 5p up this evening. DMR 23556. Right, anyway, I'll pass it back to you, Gordon. I'm going to get shooting off. I've got some bits and bobs to do. And then I'm going to start chilling out for the evening. So hopefully I'm covered all right. Back to you from M0 VOB.
Yeah, M0 VUB, MM3XGP, the DV Scotland Multi-Mode Net. Yeah, fine, Shane. And yeah, fine on doing family things. That's what it's all about, especially when they're off. I think your kids are probably still off for another few days. Some of the Scottish schools went back today, and some go back. I know my good lady goes back to work tomorrow. Her kids come back Wednesday, but that's a private school, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, everyone's doing fine up here. Got lots of irons in the fire, as they say, and lots of projects with the better weather coming up there, Shane. So watch this space, as they say. Just now, mate, and regards to everyone at Freestar, and hopefully we'll catch up with you soon. From MM3XGP.
Yeah, okay, Gordon. Yeah, no problem at all, and a very good rest of the bank holiday. We'll catch you as and when. Observe VUB. Cheers for now, Gordon.
Yeah, it's 73, Shane. We'll catch you later. Okay, folks, this is Mike 3, X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. Looking for more check-ins. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now, please.
Romeo, Mike 7, Golf India Romeo.
Mike 7, Golf Romeo, I think it was. I'll get it the next time you come back to me. Very good evening. Trust you're well, and I wonder where you are and who you are. Round to you, sir, from MM3XGP. Personal's Gordon, and the current location is Preston Pans in East Lothian. Go ahead.
Gordon, it's Mike 7, Golf India Romeo. Over.
Okay, MM7, Golf India Romeo. Very good evening. I did call you. I seen you on the instant messenger on the net logger, and did give you a call, but you must have been busy. So I wonder where you are. With your accent, you sound like you're over the west coast. So I wonder how you're accessing the system this evening. Round to you, sir, from MM3XGP.
From 3XGP, MM7 GIR. I did call in last week, Gordon. Through in West Calder, as last week was my first ever calling, just newly licensed, probably remember me now. I'm around about West Calder area near Livingston, so I'm coming to you via the EB7LV repeater there. I did hear you calling earlier on in the background, mate, but I was on the phone call in the background. I'm also playing about with NetLogger. I've never used it before, so switched NetLogger on to try to get the gist of that to her.
Yeah, I remember you now, William. Yeah, fine business. I see that many call signs that we doing all the social media and such like for the group that sometimes I forget the names. I remember call signs, but I never remember names or the opposite way around there. That's fine business on coming in via GB7LV at Livingston. It's nice to hear the Livingston box getting some use. I did put a post on there the other week there, just asking for the members to pop in and use it. Obviously, it's at the club. The repeater's located at the club site, so it's an underutilised repeater at the best of times, and a lot of hard work went into it with John, the keeper. So it's nice to hear at least one person using it. It's always good, and fine on using NetLogger. It's a handy program once you get your head round it, and it's handy to see what's happening on the net. And obviously the instant messenger isn't instant. It takes a wee while to populate, but it's sometimes handy for me. Okay, William, I'll put it around to you and see if you've got anything else to add, and then I'll move move on, see if I can get a few more check-ins before we close the net down. From MM3XGP.
PXGP MM7GIR. No problem, Gordon. I'll sit back and let you get on with it, see if you get any more calls coming in. Thought I'd just shoot in, give you a bit of support there, mate. So MM7GIR, clear and listening in.
Yeah, 73 there, William, and you'll get all the details obviously on the you're on the Facebook page, so you'll get all the updates, and obviously the YouTube channel as well, as lots of new things going to be happening on there as well. A lot of how-tos and what-fors and various other things popping up in the coming weeks and months. So if you're not subscribed to there, then pop on, give it a wee like, a wee subscribe, and the more's the merrier, as they say. Cheers now, William. We'll catch you later, mate, and enjoy the hobby. Okay, folks, this is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net. Looking for some more check-ins, please. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now.
Right, Gordon, I'll just say a quick hello to you. I've already been in. This is a relog. Mike India 0 Alpha Alpha Zulu, MI0AAZ. Good evening. Just a quick comment. If someone feels like doing it, you know what would be really useful for the network? I know I would find it useful if I was over in Scotland. Having either a simplex gateway or a linked repeater on the coast road up from the ferry over to here, on the way up to Ayr, anywhere up that road, and have a good sea path across to the north coastal ends of Antrim of Northern Ireland. Just a thought for anybody listening who might want to house such a thing. Over to you, Gordon. I know you're shutting her down for the night. Name's John, by the way. Location's about 15 miles south of Coleraine. So back to you from MI0AAZ.
A very good evening, John. Trust you well. And I've not bombarded you too much with the Facebook invites on the groups. But always makes me laugh when I see you going, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, good idea, absolutely good idea. And yet the coast road up to Ayr and the ferry road would be brilliant. We've got GB7AY, which has good coverage, but I don't know. So I'm not too clued up on how well the coverage is with GB7AY there, John. So maybe it's food for thought. But yeah, always open for anyone. DV Scotland core admin team would love to hear from anyone that would like to either put something on and expand the network even further. So you can get all the details how to contact the core admin team at all the W's DVScotland.net if anyone's interested, and certainly other routes as well. Up the A9 is another route that doesn't have any amateur radio coverage for being a main road to the Highlands. Doesn't have much when it comes to radio. It sort of stops at Perth and that's it. and nothing else. And same with the East Coast as well. Okay, John, I'll put it into your cell there, mate, and nice to hear you, and much appreciated the rechecking in, and trust everything's well over in Kilrain. Round to you, sir, from MM3XGP.
Right, okay, Gordon. Yeah, in case you don't know, I'm on my ham shack hotline phone, my Cisco phone, using our hands free here. So the way I'm getting in, if you haven't realised that. Yeah, it would be nice because you can go round the northeast coast here, and on a really clear day you can see the Ayrshire coast. I was telling Andy about being around that coast road a good few years back now, and as you know, the submarine exercises would still go on out there in that part of the Irish Sea. So I was driving around the scenic road, around the coast road. Here wasn't there a nuclear submarine sitting surfaced out off our coast. Whatever his problem was, why he was above the water. But there's some size of big fishy when you see them above the water now. So anyway, with that, I'll let you go, get packed up and get settled for the night. I'm going to head downstairs, see what I can find on. Right, back to you from Mike India 0 Alpha Alpha Zulu.
Yeah, fine there, John. And yeah, I've seen them up at Fraz Lane. And I've been up at Fraz Lane a few times over the years, and seen them sort of close up, and they are big beasties, and such like. But yeah, all good business, mate, and fine on the Ham Shack hotline. Yeah, I'm sort of an ambassador for Ham Shack hotline. It was me that sort of persuaded Andy and a lot of the guys to come on to Ham Shack hotline. I was saying, no, there's this new thing. It's not real radio, never will be, but it's always an alternative for people that may not be able to get antennas up, and maybe in sheltered housing or various other restrictions that stop them from getting to play radio, but they can still partake in some form of amateur radio, where they use the Ham Shack hotline, and the voices as well, they're joined. The connection voices. Andy's been working hard with them, and he's got them sounding good. I was winding them up earlier on to see if I can get an Irish voice for my node, but we'll see how it goes. Cheers, John. We'll catch you later, mate, and you stay safe. MM3XGP.
Right, okay, I'll let you go and pack it up for the night. Now, I'm trying to think we would have an appropriate accent to be used for such things. But yeah, the Scottish woman, I thought she was for real. Like when they connected to use directly, I thought that must be the wife or the girlfriend or whatever of some of them in Scotland. But no, she's computer generated, so she sounds the part anyway. Right, I'll put her off here. 73 to you and everybody listening. I'm away. Chat to you later. This is MI0AAZ, clear, and QRT. Yeah, as far as these phones go, the way I see it, it's like any of the linked things, like using what, DMR, Allstar, whatever. It's hams talking to hams at the end of the day. Sure, what odds, what way we're doing it. 73.
Yep, 73 there, John. And the good thing about the computer-generated voice, you know she's always going to be listening and no always talking. Aye, aye. Catch you later, mate. Cheers for now. Okay, folks. Let's see if we can get a couple more in the log before we pull the plug for this evening. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the Monday night multi-mode net, looking for some more check-ins before we pull the plug. MM3XGP, listening for any more check-ins to the DV Scotland multi-mode net. Please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now. QRZ, this is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa, MM3XGP with the DV Scotland Monday Night Net, looking for any more check-ins. MM3XGP with the DV Scotland Monday Night Net, please say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now.
Mike 7, Hotel Romeo Charlie, MM7 HRC.
Very good evening, MM7 HRC. Don't think we've worked before, maybe we have. I'll put it around your cell there, and I wonder where you are and how you're accessing the system there. Round to you, sir, from MM3XGP. Personal this end is Gordon, and the current location is Preston Pans in East Lothian. Round to you, sir.
Yeah, thanks very much, Gordon. And thanks for the welcome. Yeah, name here is Colin. I'm in Dundee, and I'm calling in on good old analog, real radio, as I would call it, on the famous Baofeng UV5R, I believe this model is. World famous for good or bad reasons, whatever. So yeah, good old analog through a local node. Guessing you'll know who that belongs to. It's MM0TMG Kevin in Dundee. Back to you.
Yeah, fine, Colin. And yeah, you read Baofeng or Bofeng or however you pronounce it, and can never get the pronunciation of these radios right. But you're sounding good. You're sounding good through Kevin's node. And you'll be chuffed that somebody's actually using it, and nice to hear another voice up there in Dundee. I think we have worked before. I think possibly we may have spoke analog via AG. I'm not sure at some point. Maybe when I was at my home QTH in Glenrothes. That's where I'm normally from, but as of late I've been over in Preston Pans more than what I am in Glenrothes, but all good stuff. But yeah, you're sounding good. You are sounding good through Kevin's node. Round to you, Colin, from MM3XGP.
Yeah, MM7HRC is turning. Yeah, thanks for that, Gordon. Yeah, I've got it hooked up to a Diamond X30, which is up in the attic there, and I'm not a million miles from Kevin. I'm quite close to Kevin's QTH there, so yeah, good to hear the audio's quite good. As you know, these Baofeng, everybody seems to have that problem with the pronunciation. Yeah, cheap radio, but yeah, it's doing the business for me. Yeah, they're okay for what they are. So yeah, it's really good that Kev's quite local to me and got the node there, so I could also come in on AG, GBC AG there. And sometimes I talk to another operator quite local on DD as well there. So yeah, I've been a sort of bit of a lurker and a listener for a wee while, but I thought it was about time I bit the bullet and called into the net there. Back to you, Gordon.
Yeah, it's much appreciated. As I say, I mean, we're not expecting people, as I said to Kevin earlier on, when he was on, we're not expecting people to give up their whole night or be here for the whole hour and a half. But maybe just pop in and say, hiya, how you doing? And at the end of the day as well, it's a good way of testing your radio. Do you know what I mean? You may have bought a new radio, and well, you know what it's like you could call out and call out and call out till you're blue in the face, certainly in Scotland, and nobody will come back to you on either the repeaters or simplex or anything like that when you want a radio check. But as soon as you make a mistake on the air, you're the talk of the town. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I heard that MM7 or that MM3 do that or do this, but they're never around when you're needing a radio check. So the whole point of the Monday Night Net, it was set up by Kevin, and it was just basically to bring activity into the system and just basically get people talking. And now it's really took off. It's become worldwide, and it's become popular. We didn't expect tonight to be as busy, with obviously it being World Amateur Radio Day. We thought it would probably been a dead duck in the water, but no, it's proved us wrong, and very much appreciate everyone that's checked in this evening. Colin, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Gordon. MM7 HRC returning. Oh no, definitely. The more the merrier. Like I say, I've been a bit of a lurker for the last wee while. But yeah, I'm kind of embracing this now. It's like you're saying about EchoLink and things like that. I've got EchoLink on my phone. Tried it once, and it works fine. It's good. I'm a bit old-fashioned. I kind of like a radio in hand, if you know what I mean. It's coming in through a phone. Amazing though it is. I do like radio, real radio as I would call it. And you'll normally find me on 20 and 40 metres. I was on 20 earlier, and it's been fantastic. I don't know what's going on. The propagation is just crazy just now with the solar cycle and this solar flare that happened in the last day or two. So yeah, propagation has been crazy, but 20 metres was fantastic. I had a lot of good contacts.
Yeah, fine there, Colin. And yeah, well, that's it. It's good. Obviously, I'm at my girlfriend, so I can't really put much antennas up. So a lot of my radio is revolved either around the computer, or you probably heard us talking about a thing called HAMRADIO, which is basically a Cisco phone. What you would find normally in an office environment that's been adapted to work on the Asterix system, a bit like Allstar. So basically you have all your connections on it. For argument's sake, if you wanted to dial into DVSCOTLAnd, you just dial 94110 on HAMRADIO hotline, and that would get you connected straight to DVSCOTLAnd, and then you would come out all the repeaters. It's not real radio. I'll never portray to be real radio, but it's just another string to the bow, as they say. Anyway, Colin, I won't hold it with you, mate, but nice to hear you, and nice to actually have you pop in, and don't be a stranger, and don't be a lurker. Pop in more. We're here every week, as you know, and we're here at the new time at 8 p.m. To 9:30 every Monday night, and it's just, as I say, it's just primarily set up to get people talking and using the system, and blow the cobwebs off the multi-mode repeaters that's all around Scotland and the rest of the UK that we're connected to. Cheers for now, Colin. All the best, mate, and regards to everyone up there in Dundee from MM3XGP.
Yeah, MM3XGP, MM7 HRC returning for the final. Yeah, thank you very much for welcoming me in. It's been good fun. I've enjoyed it. I'm glad I've finally broke my duck and came in after a bit of lurking for a while. So yeah, I will definitely pop the head back in again. Like I say, I do know a few of the local stations. Obviously Kevin there, TMG. Also know MM0DRA, Ali, and MM0XAT, Gary. So yeah, I do know these guys. But yeah, it's been fun, and yes, this will be a final for me. I'll just go clear after this. Again, thanks very much for welcoming me into the group. Like I say, it's been good fun, and I will definitely pop the head back in again. So this is MM7 HRC going clear.
Yeah, fine, Colin. And yeah, you got all. I don't know if you're on our Facebook page, but you've got all the details at all the W's, DVSCOTLAND.net. You've got the links for the Facebook page and that, and it keeps you abreast of what's happening. There's a lot of things happening within the DV Scotland network. So, and lots of things happening up your way as well. So, the best way to keep abreast of everything is to follow us on Facebook and social media, and you'll get all the details. But obviously, you ken Ali, you ken Kevin, and Gary, so they'll keep you abreast if need be. Okay, mate, you stay safe, and many thanks for popping in. Okay, folks, we'll put one last call out and see if we can get any more check-ins before I close down the net for this evening. This is Mike 3 X-Ray Golf Papa with the DV Scotland Monday night multi-mode net, looking for final check-ins. Get your name in the log before I close it down. MM3XGP listening.
Two Echo 1, Charlie Echo Quebec. 2E1 CQ, Gordon, over.
Yeah, very good evening. 2E1 CEQ. I take it you got the dreaded, when you keyed up the last time, your phone got that silly message thing that stopped you retransmitting there. Go ahead.
It's been totally confusion tonight. Absolutely. I must have got the wooden spoon for being an idiot. Unbelievable, because it just wouldn't work for some particular reason. I must have done something for somebody to come back, but as it was obviously my first time into something, I didn't really know what I was actually doing, and the problem is the keypad wouldn't sound its tone. So when I was actually trying to say my call sign, somebody else was actually talking, and I got totally confused. Pressed some buttons, and it just disconnected. Left. I thought I'd go somewhere else and try it. Then I interrupted the worldwide Amateur Radio Day net, Kent Allstar, and they started to laugh. I hurt my arm. I'm in a little bit of a pain, but that's neither near nor there. But oh dear, total tears was. Got the wooden spoon tonight, Gordon, from 2E1 CQ.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes the smaller nets are the easier ones to come into. Their mark, and we don't mind. You can come in and disrupt us all you want. Do you know what? It's all a learning curve when it comes to radio. No one is an expert. I've yet to find an expert or anyone that was born with RG45 as an umbilical cord. This always seems to be these gurus and experts, but you know what? We're always learning, and if we can help in any way, please do. Just ask with regards to Ham Shack Hotline. And yeah, it's quite hard when, obviously, the difference is when someone calls you, that's it. You're not having to press any buttons. But when you make that connection, you have to do *99 and then the hash key to unkey, and sometimes, and then you don't get any indication. So you don't know whether you're keyed up, or if you're not keyed up, or if you've remembered to press the hash key. And sometimes you may say something inadvertently, and it gets transmitted over the air. But we'll not go down that route. Yeah, it happens. But you know what? It's all good fun, and we do like new things there. Mark, go ahead.
Yes, we do. And the one thing I've actually just worked on myself is on the DV Scotland thing that we are on now. When I first connect, it then flicks over to a different window and shows me everybody connected, I would assume, and myself. You can't make a call from that window. You've got to press AOK to get to the main screen of the phone and dial the #99 key to transmit and obviously end the call. And that's what got me confused, Gordon, over.
Yeah, MM3XGP returning with the DV Scotland Monday Night Net. Drop me a wee... No, in fact, I've got your email address, Mark. What I'll do is I'll drop you an email later on this evening. What's happening there is, because you've connected, there's a setting actually in the phone. So you'll need to go in to put in your IP address and go in and change a couple of things. But I'll tell you what to change, and then you just save that and it goes back to your phone. What's happening is it's like a text message screen that comes up and it just blanks your main screen, so you can't see anything. It's a pain in the backside. I don't know why it's on, but it seems to be an added thing. It's nothing to do with DV Scotland or any of the other networks. It's just how it happens, and a lot of people get confused. We did actually comment on that when you first came in. We thought that may have been the issue when you checked in with Andy earlier on. Anyway, Mark, I won't hold it. I'll drop you a wee email, and feel free to use the DV Scotland system for any testing or that until you get your head around working the ham shack hotline. But I'll drop you an email later on. MM3XGP.
Okay then, Gordon. Much from 2E1CQ. I say 73s. It's coming up to 10 o'clock. The wife will probably want to go to bed because I'm still off sick and she has to go to work. Long story. Thank you very much. We've worked it all out. Yes, it is that text message window. And it didn't actually work on the Kent one for some particular reason, but I still got a little bit confused on that one. We're all learning, and you're right, it is a learning curve. Thanks very much, and then I'll catch you further down the log. Cheers, Gordon, from 2E1CQ.
Yeah, 73, Mark, and I'll remember to drop you that email tonight with the settings, and that'll get you all sorted there, mate, and not a problem. And feel free to pop in and use the system anytime you want. You've got the number 94110 for Ham Shack Hotline. Cheers now. We'll catch you later.
Thank you. 73s.
Right, okay, folks, this is the final call. So is there any more stations wishing to get their name in the log? Say so now. Say your call sign twice and phonetically. This is the final call for any more check-ins. MM3XGP on behalf of the DV Scotland Monday Night Multi-Mode Net. Looking for final check-ins before I close the net. Say your call sign twice and phonetically. Go ahead now. Okay, nothing heard. Okay, on behalf of everyone at DV Scotland, many thanks to everyone that called in tonight. Your check-ins have been very much appreciated. I know it's been a busy old day around the amateur radio community with various other things happening. So, but to everyone that checked in tonight, many thanks. been very much appreciated. We'll be back again next week at the same time, 8 p.m. to 9:30 UK time, and via all the various systems. Check out our Facebook page. Details are at allthews.dvscotland.net. That's allthews.dvscotland.net. And check out our YouTube channel as well. If you've missed the net, or you wanted to hear your voice or how your radio was sounding, then a retake of the net will be available later on in the next couple of days on the YouTube channel. And many thanks to everyone. Okay, folks, I have been MM3XGP on behalf of DV Scotland, wishing you all a very good evening. Stay safe, and we'll catch you all next week. 73 MM3XGP now off and clear, and now closing down the net.